What up, it's me, A to Z, and we're back with more Pokemon Black. Last time, we went to Driftveil Gym, fought the next gym leader, Clay. We curb stomped him horribly. Sharon was talking about how he wanted a flawless victory. We got that flawless victory. Nobody got touched. We destroyed Clay's life, and his dreams, and his ambitions, and hopes, and he's just gonna hide in that cave for the rest of his life. Anyway, Clay told us he wanted us to meet him outside Route 6 to give us the TM, but that's actually where we want to head next for our journey to continue. So, I am currently in the Pokemon Center because I do want to pick up some stuff. I do want to mention, our our selection for this store has expanded greatly. We can now buy Ultra Balls, and I'm gonna buy 9 more Ultra Balls. We can buy more Hyper Potions. I'm gonna buy, I think 21 is enough. But, the most important thing is, we can also buy Full Heals too, so I think I'll buy 9 of those. And the most important thing is we can now buy Max Repels. I'm gonna buy 30 of these. Max Repels are so amazing. They prevent wild Pokemon from running into you every 250 steps. So I'm gonna, well, first let me switch Kevin back out front. And I'm gonna shuffle my items so that way my Max Repels are out front anyway. Okay, perfect. So, we got Max Repels, we have items, I think we're ready to go. We are ready to head out and continue our adventure. I don't think there's much left in Driftveil that I can check out unless I got something. I know what I forgot. I know exactly what I can go over right now really quick before we head out. It's one of these houses. I just gotta remember, is it this house maybe? You have a Pokedex, how many Pokemon have you found? You found 50 or more. Oh, no, this is different. This is another Shell Bell. Oh, the Shell Bell's different. Okay, I thought this was a Soothe Bell. My bad, dumb. Okay. Let's jump up. Trade my Basculin with your Minccino. Okay, this is just another in-game trade. Trading a Basculin for a Minccino. I forgot about in-game trades. I should be showing those off too. There is a house that has something for you here. I think it's this one. Hey, the professor gave you Pokemon to start your journey, right? If that Pokemon is still with you and you have a strong bond, there's a special move it can learn. Want me to teach you the battle combo move? Which Pokemon should learn the move? So, with Kevin, you can teach him Fire Pledge. Well, with Tepig, the Tepig line. So if you have the Tepig line, you will learn Fire Pledge. If you have Oshawott, you can learn Water Pledge. If you have Snivy, you can learn Grass Pledge. These moves are weird. They do damage, but they're meant to be battle combo moves. Like, you can use them in doubles. If you use Grass Pledge and then Fire Pledge, or like Water Pledge and then Grass Pledge at the same time, you can change the field and have different effects. Future Me will probably just put up what those effects are, you know, but it's just, I don't know them off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird concept anyway. I'm not going to teach it to Kevin because Fire Pledge, not that great of a move. Anyway, so the path here to the west will lead us to Route 6. I'm just going to go ahead and slap a Repel up just right now. Okay, let me move it. No. Okay, move it up. There we go. Oh, I didn't even throw it down, but I'm going to throw my Repel up for a reason. Alright, because we are going to be running into wild Pokemon, but just prepare yourselves, guys, because once we head out to this route, which is our next destination, we are going to listen to not only my favorite route theme in the game and one of my favorite songs in this game in general, but what to this day is my favorite route theme in the entire Pokemon series. Isn't this song just amazing? The sense of adventure is incredible. I love the instrumentation they use here. The summer version of this song is my favorite by far because they got more chords in it. You can just hear more harmony in it, and it sounds amazing. Anyway, so we got some trainers to fight, which completely works out because we have some bios to go over. So first new Pokemon we can run into is Deerling. Deerling is a pretty interesting normal grass type. How fitting, it's got a Deerling. First of all, it's got a unique typing, normal and grass, which it definitely does kind of work in its favor. However, it also hurts it because normal and grass are not exactly the best defensive typings, so it does have a fair amount of weaknesses to common types, like fire and fighting, flying. But in terms of its stats, Deerling excels in physical attack and speed. Well, I say excels, like, you know, relatively. Its move pool isn't that horrible as well. It gets access to interesting moves like Double Edge, Jump Kick, and a unique move, Horn Leech, when it's fully evolved in the Sauce Bug. The Sauce Bug isn't really that bad. It's got a slightly above average stat spread, you know, access to respectable abilities, and a move pool with options that can make it a contender for your team, but you are going to have to put in some effort to make it work. I don't know, it's definitely a bit of an odd Pokemon. Now, I should mention something very interesting about Deerling. Deerling's appearance will change based on what season it is. So Deerling has a spring form, a summer form, an autumn form, and a winter form. As you saw, the Deerling we fought was green, so In the summer, Deerling will be green. These form changes are purely cosmetic. They don't actually, you know, do anything, you know, important. It's just, you know, you just look at it. Anyway, next Pokemon we can run. Oh my God, Emolga! I forgot we can actually catch Emolga in the wild grass. Ah, crap baskets. We can run into Emolga in Shaking Grass. We can actually run into Emolga since we were on Route 16. So I guess I can just go over Emolga now really quick. Emolga, electric flying type, pretty interesting. Bit of an oddball. It's got some interesting abilities. It's got Motor Drive, oddly enough, which Motor Drive is actually a really good ability for it because it's electric flying, meaning it takes neutral damage to electric attacks. So that's a pretty interesting ability. But it also has static, which, you know, static being static, you get paralyzed on contact. We saw what happened to Kevin. Its attack stats are all right. It learns some more special attacks, I suppose. So its physical attack doesn't really come in handy that much, but it really does depend. But really, main thing is its speed. Emolga is known to be really, really fast. So, can it attack? Yes. Does it do a good job of it? Kind of. It's alright, I suppose. You know, there are definitely better electric types, but you could make it work. I don't know. It's a bit of an odd case. You hear the sound of breathing Pokemon and plants. Alright. So with that done, okay, hang on. I gotta heal Kevin because Kevin, foolishly, do I have cherry berries? I do. I have one. Here, Kevin. Alright, so, next Pokemon we're gonna run into... No, don't go back into the... that's just more needless editing for future me. Alright, so the next Pokemon I want to talk about is a very interesting Pokemon, Karrablast. It's a very unique bug type with a very unique gimmick to it. So Karrablast starts off pretty generic, with almost nothing that makes it stand out. However, Karrablast becomes very interesting when it evolves. Karrablast's method of evolution is unique. In order for it to evolve, you have to trade it for a specific Pokemon, a Pokemon called Shelmet, which we can't catch yet. But once you make that trade, Karrablast will evolve into a Escavalier. Escavalier gains a Steel typing, and it gets a massive boost to its physical attack and its defenses. It also has access to some hard-hitting moves like X-Scissor, Iron Head, and Mega Horn. And it has access to Swords Dance. With access to Swords Dance, this thing can hit so goddamn hard it's not even funny. However, it experiences a huge drop in speed. It's slow. Like, you thought Carracosta and Reuniclus were slow? Escavalier is a literal slug compared to them. Bug Steel is a great defensive typing, you know, see Scissor for examples, but it does make it quite weak to fire types attacks. But, let's see, Escavalier's role is pretty much just that of an Iron Tank. It can take hits extremely well, and it can hit so goddamn hard. I will say this, though, and I'll go into this in later detail. I'll go into this in detail later on, when we can actually catch Shelmet, which won't be for a bit of a while, but I love the concept of the evolution. It's a really great idea. Anyway, so we have researching the year seasons, so we have the Seasons Research Lab. I guess I'm just going to talk about Deerling and how it changes. Some Pokemon change their appearance during the season. Could that also be considered a type of evolution? We research changes in nature that occur during the seasons. In summer, it gets hot. In winter, it gets cold. Yes, you've done it. Up to this point, everything's been fine, but we're busy. We haven't really had a chance to catch many Deerling to study. So this is what we'd like you to do. First, please capture a Deerling. Then, when its appearance changes, could you bring it back to the lab? Then we've confirmed the change to Deerling, the Deerling you bring us. We'll also go search for that season's Deerling. How about it? If you don't mind, can you please show us? Well, I don't have a Deerling. Well, I'll do this. Maybe I'll do this later. But yeah, this is just they're researching seasons. It gets hot in winter. Good job, Adam. You goofed. Okay, can I sneak past you? I can. Great. Okay. Now, this Pokeball here. It looks like an ordinary Pokeball, but if I'm correct, this will actually lead into. Let me switch my Pokemon around. Actually, no. Forget it. This will actually lead into my next bio! This Pokeball is a fake Pokeball, and it's actually a Pokemon, Fungus. Fungus is more or less the Voltorb in this game, but only in that gimmick where it disguises itself as a Pokeball. Fungus plays an entirely different role. For one, Fungus is really slow. It's extremely slow, but it has considerable bulk. Since it is a grass type, it does have access to a considerable amount of support moves as you would expect. It can even learn Toxic naturally, believe it or not. Upon evolving into a Moongus, get it? A Fungus, a Moongus? Haha, they made it funny. It gains a bit of attack power as a Moongus, so it can deal damage if it wants to. But what gives a Moongus an edge is its access to the move Spore, which is a 100% accurate sleep-inducing move. Spore is considered to be one of the best moves in Pokemon. In fact, you know what? I'm willing to bet a large sum of money that the Sleep Clause was created because of Spore. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's fact, but let's just, I'm willing to bet everything I own in the bank, which is not that much. Oh, I'm poor. With its bulk, Amoonguss can be pretty much guaranteed to put at least one opponent to sleep. It's a shame, though, that its poison typing doesn't help it that much in this game, since there are no fairies. In later generations, Amoonguss becomes a lot more useful because of that poison typing, and since it does have the ability, the hidden ability Regenerator, so it can function as a bit of a pivot. So really, it's not that bad of a Pokemon. Amoonguss is pretty decent in Gen 5, but it gets better in later games. Anyway, there's our Leaf Stone. I'm gonna skip you. Okay, our Repel wore off. That's totally fine. Chargestone Cave seems like a complicated maze, but actually it's a straight road. Alright, checking in here. Trainer trips. You can register certain items with the Y button and use them easily. Alright, what about you? Here on Route 6, there's a place called Mistralton Cave. Supposedly deep in that cave, you can find an amazing Pokemon called Cobalion, who was said to have protected Pokemon from a sea of fire in ancient Unova. If you can use a move called Surf that lets you move over the water surface, maybe you can see Cobalion. So remember that. There's water here, we can't surf yet, we don't have the HM for surf, but there's a cave across this water, Mistralton Cave. We'll definitely go there later on. Anyway, this house here is actually a pretty interesting house, because I believe... no, that's not it. Ring the bell for your Cottony. You! Oh dear, your Pokemon, somehow they don't seem well. You should rest in here. So, free healing. This is a nice house that gives you free healing. Alright. Oh geez, it's gonna be another short episode, because once we, like, walk through here, yeah, we're already at the entrance to, Chargestone Cave. Alright, so once we walk up here, we see, ooh, there's a web. Now, this web would be here, and it would prevent you from moving on regardless, until you, get the gym badge. But once we walk up... Hey, thanks for waiting. Looks like the nest of an electric-type Pokemon called Galvantula. Don't know why there's a nest, but if there's folks having problems, the gym leader's the one to fix it. Rock, take it out! Rock, use Cut! It's super effective. Kind of. Here, this TM's yours. It's my favorite TM, so you can teach it to all your Pokemon. We get TM78 Bulldoze. A very good move. So I think he'll explain it. It's called Bulldoze. This move does damage and lowers the speed of any Pokemon that it hits. Some ground-type Pokemon move a little slower than you'd like. If you use Bulldoze right, you can cover that weakness. I don't know how good you really are, but if you think you can go wherever. And if you think you can do something, keep doing it. Do things how you want. Decide your own limits. Wise words by a wise cowboy man. That's a sick hat, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. So yeah, the path to Chargestone Cave has been opened. And we're gonna cut it here. I know, we barely did that much. We did go through Route 6, and we did get to hear my favorite route theme in the entire Pokemon series. Oh my god. But yeah, we're gonna cut it here. Next time, we're gonna enter Chargestone Cave. Probably go through it all in one episode. And we're gonna see what lies at the end of it, and see what we run into in Chargestone Cave. I assume there's gonna be a lot of electric-type Pokemon, which... there could be some interesting things. We might even catch a few things. You never know. But yep, gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more Pokemon Black.